Oh, as we say that, somebody walks in. All right, thanks for coming out, guys. My name is Kerwin. I'm the associate head coach at Westminster College. It's my 4th year there now, and we're a Division II program, and going into our 5th year as a Division II program, and it's been going well. So the topic they wanted me to discuss tonight was transition. So I was going to go through some drills that we do. I've got kind of the schematics up here, and I've got video for a couple of them, and I got kind of the emphasis points that we have for each drill, and that kind of explains maybe some of what we're trying to accomplish from a scheme perspective. Don't hesitate to raise any questions, and we'll explain things a bit more, and then at the end, we'll put into questions as well. The reason I was asking about the roster sizes, some of these drills are good for small rosters, and some of them are really better for larger rosters. If you have 2 teams, I think that's pretty ideal. We have, like I mentioned, we have 45 guys at practice, so the full field drills are pretty easy for us to run, and it kind of keeps all of our guys moving. But like I said, I also coached high school for a few years, and certainly understand having 20, 24 guys on a varsity team and how that kind of limits you. I have a couple adjustments I can make to some of the drills to kind of explain how you can use them for smaller rosters. Some of the drills are probably just much better for larger rosters, but if you can take something away from it and come up with your own drill, right? That's kind of how all these drills are probably developed and spin off from somebody else's drills. So I'll kind of get started here. First thing, kind of breaking down 3 parts, breakouts from the defensive zone. We kind of have our full field and midfield stick work, and then kind of going into the offensive end. So I kind of categorize the drill, or break the drills down into those 3 categories. And some of these drills, like especially coming out of the defensive end, like a lot of times I just have the D guys, so I'm working on some more of these drills. Sometimes I just have the middies and the D, so I'm maybe kind of focusing on these type of drills, while the attacker out shooting, and then we get the whole team together and we'll focus on maybe the all parts of it. First drill here, I'll turn the lights on actually. When I hit the lights like that, half of our guys are out, so try to keep you guys away. But the keep away drill, I usually do this with just the defenseman. We do it with the middies too if we get down, but for our team, we've got about 13 defensemen on long pole, so it's a big number for this drill. But again, middies and D, throw your tackle in there. Basically, how it sets up, you have lines of your extra guys. We use this is a 5-on-4 version of it. We're going to be behind the goal, basically for the GLE down. There's also a white soccer box is really good for this, the 18-yard soccer box. Basically, the purple team here is just going to keep, that's 5 guys, they're yellow, but I'm going to say white because we just call purple and white. But the white team, 4 guys, they're riding, and the purple team is just trying to keep away, as long as they can. If the ball leaves the box or the white team gets possession, the last purple guy to touch it is out, and then the white guy brings the next ball in, and now they're 5-on-4. And so it kind of keeps itself going. It's a drill I don't really need to be around to do. I kind of tell them, hey, let's get warmed up, get the keep away. You can alter the size of it based on how many guys you have. You go, or make it more challenging. For example, we'll usually start out 5-and-4 and then add 2 more guys once they get into a rhythm and throw 6-on-5 and it just limits the space. You can go 7-on-6 in the box. We have a soccer circle in the middle of our field. That's a good one if you want to go 4-on-3. So just kind of feeling out what's good space for you and your players' abilities. Some of our emphasis points on this, the riding team, they first and foremost need to understand, first and foremost need to understand that they're not playing man-to-man. You can't just lock a guy off, call it good. Our ultimate goal as a riding team here is to try to split the farthest 2 players with 1 guy. Just like you would in a riding situation. When we approach a guy, we want to approach with our stick down. This is a huge emphasis point for us. This kind of builds into how we approach shooters and the ball in general. So we want to approach with our stick down. We want to attack the hands of the guy with the ball. And a lot of guys, even at our level, day one, we're doing this drill, you'll see them coming in, waving the stick, trying to bat the pass down. And for us, that doesn't really do much for that offense part. We want to be disruptive, bring his attention down, make him feel, the poke. And at the same point, we want to break down so we get back in if we don't get the pass. We're not trying to overrun it. Offensively, the objective here, we don't want to let them play 2-with-1, right? So if the ball is on this far side over here, the riding team, the white team here is going to try to split these two guys with one player. Well, these two guys can't just stand there, right? The best way we can do that, especially in this kind of narrow space, is with one who cuts to the ball. Now we're forcing that riding player to make a decision. Pass to where they come from, right? This is kind of a general offensive philosophy, especially in a transition or unsettled situation. If the riding player here is going to roll up on the ball, we want to pass to where he came from, right? Next slide comes over, we'll pass to where he comes from, and then follow the slide. So kind of a general principle there. And then, like I just said, your man slides, follow him, right? So if this guy is sliding out to D out here, this purple defenseman wants to follow that slide. So getting a lot of good kind of concepts in there. And honestly, this is probably one of their favorite drills to do. They see this, they kind of get going. So I usually start practicing with this, kind of see that gets the energy and practice going right away. There. So here's some video of it. Kind of hard to see from this angle. Like I said, we got a couple extra guys. They're, at this point for us, they're kind of trickling in from class, so this is a good time to just get them out there playing. You can kind of see, I think White's going to start with the ball right here, and they're going to get started. And just kind of playing keep away. First one here, I think, is a couple passes, and then they throw it away, so that guy is now out. Purple's going to bring the next ball in here, right? And now they're just going to, we give them kind of the first pass 5 yards, and then we go, right? We kind of got them moving. You see the defense trying to roll up and split two. We let the ground balls go. We want them to play off the ground. You're going to see they kind of, both teams kind of got a rhythm going here. Kind of got them scrambling around. Right? And they're just keeping the ball moving. Doing a nice job here. One team starting to get a little tired. You can attack the hands there. Can't get them to stick up. Right? Kind of move the ball. And we're not doing a great job this early for us in the fall, I think. So we're not doing a great job attacking the hands. Again, playing off the ground. So you can kind of see this great one for the in-tight stick work. Guys are going to get creative doing this drill. You can see a lot of flips, kind of backhand stuff. And just it's those broken clears. Right? So purple through the ball away. Last guy to touch it. I guess this guy's heading out. White's going to bring the next ball in. Now they're going to go 5-on-4. And then trying to play keep away. Right? Put it on the ground already. Can't tell who the starters and backups are. So they're out. And purple brings the next ball in. So pretty simple drill. Again, the guys love it. That's probably their favorite, one of the favorite startup drills there. Any questions on that drill? Pretty easy. And again, you can adjust the size. All right, headman GBs.
Sorry, tell me what you said about playing the ground. Tell me what you said about playing the ball off the ground.
Yeah, so we allow it to go. So ground ball doesn't kill it. It's only dead if it goes outside of the designated box or if the other team gets possession. So you get a lot of great ground ball situations in it. And those contested ground balls where they've got to flip it to a teammate and kick it out. So letting it play out. All right, headman GBs. This is going to be, we got 2 lines inside, so we'll go both ways on this. Basically, the player's going to start here with the ball. He's going to roll it to himself, and he's going to be pursued by the X. And so the X, one thing he's trying to accomplish here, let me back up. He's going to roll to himself. He's going to pick the ball up, and he's going to turn upfield, always looking for the upfield pass first. Right? This guy is either going to call for the ball or he's not. If he calls for the ball, we throw it to him. If he doesn't call for the ball, we're going to roll away and we're going to throw it to what would be our goalie behind. And we have the luxury of having 4 goalies. We put our goalies in this spot. All right? As the drill goes on, we will have these guys move wider, and they'll actually throw to the opposite guy. So we're just mimicking an overpass as if the goalie was shut off the ground. So roll to yourself, scoop it, look upfield right away. Call The emphasis points here, you know, off the ground ball, you don't pick it up, right? We want to keep the ball going in the direction we're running. So if they get a good poke and I don't get a lift or I don't get the pickup, I want to kick it, do whatever I have to do, keep it going in the direction you're going, which is usually away from the goal. Look up field first. We want a lefty pickup on this side of the field, right? The reason for that is we want to go pick the ball up and look up field. If we pick it up righty, we're going to have to switch hands before we move that ball. Uncomfortable thing for a lot of guys to do, but we kind of we emphasize that in a lot of our ground ball drills. Riding player here, you know, what we're looking for is if, you know, mimicking kind of pursuing an attackman who's going to pick the ball. We want to attack the backhand with lifts and pokes. If we're far away, we're looking for a poke, trying to disrupt. As we see, expect the head of the stick to hit the ground, we're looking for that poke. If we're close to him, then we're going to kind of lift up behind. Again, trying to time it when the head of the stick hits the ground. And then don't over pursue. If he picks the ball up clean, we don't want to pursue where that attackman could just turn the corner on us. Right? So we got to be smart. He picks it up, now we got to play D on him. Right? You always see that one-on-one ground ball in the corner, attack comes out, turns the corner, now you're kicking up a break for no reason, right? So don't over pursue. So those are kind of our emphasis points here. I think I got a video of this one as well. Again, pretty easy warm-up drill for us. Kind of roll it. Just simple upfield, no ground ball pressure. Has to roll on your side, how to roll away. This is actually from yesterday's practice and one of our kind of lowest energy practices that you can kind of see here. Staying with the round ball, kicking it through. Too explosive right now. And again, like I said, we have our goalies kind of where they would be at the back of the crease. If they're coming out to help on a ground ball, they might come out of the crease a little bit here. Obviously, if we can throw it to them in the crease, that's a little more helpful. But then again, we're going to move them away and kind of force that overpass next. Pretty easy drill.
How do we stop that from turning into just a 20-yard sprint, two guys side by side going for a loose ball?
Well,
it looks like clearly one guy's behind.
Yeah, one guy's starting behind him. So he's in a
you're
trail.
giving the guy in the front, you're giving the first guy a head start of some sort.
Yep, he's in a trail position, so he's going to roll it to himself too, and I think that kind of helps because he'll roll it, maybe hesitate, and then he goes. So he's got a lead on it, and we're not, you know, we're probably, in all honesty, probably going 75%. It's the very beginning of practice for us. Just kind of getting loosened up here. Questions on that? Okay. And again, just trying to emphasize the real point there is upfield first, right? We're trying to get up and out, get going. 3-minute breakouts, this is where we kind of bring the middies down, get them involved a little bit. And this is just, we're trying to get the ball up and out off the ground ball, you know, and then kind of going back. All these drills, we have, you know, exercise getting the ball out of our box, off the ground, off the goalie, save, you know, and then off the inline. Those are kind of the 3 ways we really focus on doing it. Off the inline, we want to get that ball up, picked up in our stick within 3 seconds, and, you know, and hopefully over the midline in 10 seconds total. This one's still off the ground here, so basically A, B, C, D is how they're going to rotate through the lines. You know, A will go to B, B to C, C will come down to D, and those rotate that way. So there's 2 groups going on each side. We're working on picking the ball up, moving it one more up the field, so it's just 2 quick passes off the ground. Again, keeping the ball going forward off the ground on a ground ball if we don't pick it up clean. Lefty pick up on the left side, righty on the right. Timing our cuts, right? E wants to time his cut, you know, doesn't want to jog out there and kind of kill his space, right? So he's kind of timing his cut to flash open there on D, picking the ball up. So, you know, same thing with F. You know, F is breaking his cut when he anticipates E's turning upfield. We always say when you see his eyes. You know, that's the thing we always tell him. When you see his eyes is when you want to break your cut. Because then you know he's ready to transfer the ball. Give him a target in front of you. And this will kind of come back in the next few drills here. So we want to lead him with the pass, right? All these guys have somebody on the back. We want to give him a target out front, right? And so, really big thing, we want to lead them. So when we start putting kind of shadow defensemen in these drills, it really becomes prevalent. So if I'm breaking, you know, just giving a target, I I'm not a big stickler on which way you handle the stick. You know, if you're receiving a pass and you want to catch it this way or this way, you know, we just say catch it, you know, get it. And so have that stick out front, however you want to do it, and read them with the ball. Yeah, there was actually another emphasis point. Oh yeah, one last emphasis. This one's actually big one. I put it in here. E wants to be talking to D before he picks the ball up. Right? That's incredibly important, right? Before D has the ball, E should be telling him right up, right up, right up. Right? So that way, you know, D's picking it up, and he knows right away. His head's coming up. He knows he's going to move it. You know, if he's in the situation of the last drill, you can tell him, okay, you know, roll away if you guys get to that point. But you know, usually if you're not open, you just don't call anything. But you know, talking to a guy before he has the ball is going to really make a big difference about how fast you're able to get that ball off the ground. So here's a quick video on. You guys see just going on both ends, pretty quick drill.
Is that a cone set out as a guide?
No cones, it might just be snow on the field.
Okay.
Remnants. So pretty quick drill. Good one.
Mason didn't get it quite shoveled up.
Didn't finish that up. So really good drill, just working on the stick work. All right, a couple full field drills here. You know, the two big passes in the midfield that we really work on are what we call headman passes, which are where we're breaking upfield, and what we call big turn passes, where we're coming back to the ball. And the next two drills kind of work on those. So this is set up. We've got 6 lines. Again, this is how we'll rotate around, just A, B, C, D. And those, you know, this is our middies and our D for us. The middles kind of rotate through these 6 lines, basically follow your pass in a sense. We've got our goalies on each end, so we're working off a save here. And then we'll take our extra goalies, we use a coach, whoever it is, and we want to be in the goalie's face. And we really added that to a lot of our stuff this year, because we found whenever last year someone got in our goalie's face, he immediately just rolled behind. You know, and so it killed our transition. You know, just an attackman doing nothing but going in front of the space. So we've put a lot of emphasis on it this year, hanging in there. We don't get the ball out, you know, using your eyes to move that guy that's in your face, just like a quarterback would, right? Kind of look him off a little bit. The guy breaking to the goalie, we call that a floater. You know, that's like a midi finding space underneath, you know, that layer between the middies and the tackling. He's not going to be able to get out and get ahead of the play. You know, so we want him coming back to the ball and just finding space, right? And kind of sitting. And it could be anywhere, right? And a lot of times it's out here kind of in this alley. Sometimes it might just be like right inside here, you know. And just if we can get it to that midi, it's going to speed things up. So we call that a floater. He's coming back to the ball here. B, again, we want to time our cut, break out, move the ball upfield to C. He's going to move the next goalie again in his face. And we just kind of spin the ball around and switch directions on it. Emphasis point, obviously, our goalie. Get the ball out with somebody in his face. Our floater, one technique we really want there is ideally want our back to the sideline as a floater, right? And this is a little bit dependent on where you are open, but if you're kind of outside of, you know, the hash marks of the football field, I think are a good line to use. If you're outside that, you ideally want to get your back to the sideline. That way you're able to keep everything in front of you, right? A lot of guys will, you know, kind of have their back to the upfield, kind of come back to the goalie like this. They just don't know what's behind them, right? Now they got to catch it, turn around, figure out what's going on. If you have your back to the side, you catch, and your vision's ready to go. And ideally, you're catching that ball with your low hand, right? So if I was A here breaking out, I want to catch that ball with my left hand, right? That way I can catch it, and I can immediately look up and I'm in a position. I don't have to catch and turn my body or switch my hands. And you know, that's going to make that transfer from A to B a lot quicker. Right? So. We talk about with obviously timing our cuts, right? We don't want to go too early, run out of space. Routes and spacing, right? What route we're running, you know, based on how far we are from the ball.